Hey curl friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Jazz and I'm back with another video for you. So I'm going to show you how I create layers without running to the scissors, because I'm not sure if I really want to cut layers or if I want to just let it continue to grow out. So this is something that I used to do when my hair was transitioning. It's a really great protective style that can lead into something else, so you can wear the twists and then you can untwist them and have a completely different style. So this is a great way to not have to deal with your hair on a daily basis. As always, I'm starting off with freshly washed and deep conditioned hair. I'm going to be putting the front of my hair up into Bantu knots just because my hair starts to dry pretty quickly and I don't want it to completely dry out. I will be spraying my hair throughout with my aloe vera water mix, just because I like to set my hair when it's completely wet. I'm going to be using the FORTIFY'D Naturals combo that I used in my last video, just because I really love the results I got, so why not just keep a good thing going. I always say, for the best results, make sure you brush your product through so it's coated evenly. All your twists are going to be nice and shiny. I'm using the same stylers. I'll list the product descriptions in the description box. I like to use the leave-in over the entire section and then the styler on each section of twist. This way, if my hair starts to dry out, I don't want my product to dry with my hair if it does start to do that. So I'm going to be doing a simple 2-strand twist, and the key to getting the layered look is to adding the perm rods at the end. Now, this particular twist I'm going to show you by just putting it on the very end, and then the next twist I'm going to show you how I raise it up just a little bit. So it really just matters like how high you want the layers to go, where do you want the length to start. So because I don't want my length to start so long, I'm going to go with the higher up twist, if that makes sense. So I'm going to raise the twist up on that first one. So this will kind of give you an idea like where you want your curls to hang. Do you want to show off all your length? Then you would start longer. Or if you want a cuter, for me, I was going for like shoulder length curls, so I raised the length up. And after each section, I'm going to raise it up just a little bit more. So I'll show you once I finish this twist how the perm rods kind of stagger in length. So that's really, it's up to you how high you want your layers to come up and how much length you want to show. So it's totally up to you. And because my hair is starting to dry towards the front, I am making sure to add a little bit more product on the ends so that my hair sticks to itself on the perm rod. So as you can see, I have created a layered look. It really depends on how you want to layer it. I'm deciding to shape around my face and to have a little bit more volume around the middle instead of having it flat. So the front I'm going to do towards the side. I have done this in the past and I've had them all coming down creating a bang. You can do that as well, but I kind of wanted like a tapered like feathery type look in the front. So I am doing a side part and I'm having that shape the front of my face. So I did 41 twists and I did sit underneath the dryer for 30 minutes and then air dried overnight. So another thing that I do like to do is once I take the twists out, I will leave them twisted for the entire day just to get maximum definition, and also just to let this style last a little longer. If you want to just wear the twists with the curls on the end for a day, if you don't really have any plans, you can do that as well. And then after that, untwist them. So there's multiple ways you can get this style to work for you without having, you know, to rush back to the sink or whatever to wash your hair again in a week. You can really get this style to last you up to 2 weeks. As you can see, the curls on the ends are so perfect. Like, this is one of my favorite styles that I used to do, especially when I was transitioning and my ends did not curl. So this is where this really started from. So I did put a little bit of oil on my fingers as I was taking these down. You don't want to cause any unnecessary frizz, but look how light and fluffy they are. That's one thing I love about using these creams. They give you maximum shine and definition, but without weighing your hair down from using 2 creams. Now, this part can be done in 2 steps or all at once. I'm going to show you in 2 steps. Disregard that twist. That was just some hair that did not get into a twist, and I just twisted it without putting a rod on the end. So I just unraveled them, and then you can also unravel and separate at this point. So like I said before, you can wear the twist for a day or two and then take them down. And then if you wanted to just untwist them and wear it that way and then separate them on another day, it's totally up to you. But I'm just doing this in 2 steps just so you can see the difference. So this side has been separated and the other side has not. So you see the immediate volume that you get just from untwisting them once. So once I get everything untwisted, you can see this is something you can just wear it like this. If you really don't have anywhere to go, if you really want this to stretch, it's kind of like a protective style that has different phases. So because you don't see really any parts or anything like that, so it's totally up to your preference. And make sure you take your time with this. This is where the unnecessary frizz happens when you rush through this. You don't use oil on your fingers. You just want to make sure that you take your time because it took you a long time to set this, and you really don't want to ruin it with the takedown, because I rushed through pulling apart some twists and I was left with frizz spots and then perfect spots, and then it's just never a good mix. So take your time and you're going to be left with these beautiful curls. So you see the one side is separated without any real fluffing and the other side is just one separated step. So totally up to you, but I love this style because it looks so much fuller than a regular twist style because my layers have grown out. So I'm left with a nice shape, which is really what I wanted. So you can create the shape, you can create a bang, and I'm gonna go in and fluff my roots out so that it's a little fuller. That part is also optional if you want to just let it grow over the upcoming days. So tell me how you like this. Is this something that you've done before? If you're worried about using scissors, this is such a great way to bring some shape to your styles. This can easily be done with braid outs. You can do this with 2-strand twists, any style that you are really just having flat shape. And for me, that's pretty much all my twist outs and braid outs, no matter if I'm doing 2-strand, 3-strand, they're just so flat. So I love how this gives me volume and shape, and I can manipulate it any way I want. And another good thing about this, as you can see, I have the one side flipped over. Now maybe in the next 4 or 5 days I can flip it to the other side, and there's going to be so many untouched curls underneath there, and that's a great way to preserve this. So if you follow me on Instagram, I will keep you updated on how I get this to last, hopefully up to at least 2 weeks, because this took some time. So if you don't follow me already, I'm Jas'ColoredCurls on Instagram for more tips and tricks. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.